Alright, hello, welcome again. We are in New Zealand. Icy is here, redeeming the first with the highs. Hey Icy, very nice to see you. What happened to your sim? You may or may not have broken your sim again? No, how come? How did you do that? I managed to finish the loop. Matt747, welcome, very nice to see you. 10 minutes until landing, redeeming the second. Matt, you still have a chance for the third, just go to channel points and it should be up there. Alright, I completed the loop. It may sound a bit better than usual, I'll tell you why in a second. So basically I shared this with 10. I got myself a very nice tool, it looks like that. It basically gives me a list of chores that I can play, that will sound nice. And there's a lot to choose from, so well, I think I will not run out of the ideas there. And basically make it simpler for me, like all the skilled musicians, they probably know it by heart, but for me, I need to do a lot of thinking, and here I have a list, and I can, like... Dryson with the raid! Welcome, very nice to see you! Thank you, Dryson. What were you doing? What were you playing?
Brisson rated. With 11 viewers.
Hey, perfect timing. Yeah, I just finished the loop. I was saying I got this new tool that I was using to get some more chords combination that I can use, and it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. I tried for the first time, so I just went very easy today, but yeah, I think it works. Sounds pretty nice. Alright, let's put the bass down and I'll walk you through what we are doing today. Also, let me know if something bad happens in my voice. I changed the settings a bit again. Is that? No, it's the beginning. We just started. Look at the timer. I just started. It's sunrise, not the sunset. Don't worry about it. We are flying. I created the loop using this fancy tool that I bought, and I actually like it. I need to put it somewhere. I'm not sure what to put it when I'm streaming. Alright, I'll put it here. Design by Dave, thank you for the follow, very nice to see you, welcome. Alright, I was thinking to buy this mod, is it fine? I don't know, I just loved it, I haven't planned it yet, so we're about to see, but I hear it's good. Alright, I got the guitars to the more normal volume. My voice might be a bit up, so I hope it's not clipping or anything. It should be okay. I changed a bit last time and I'm still not sure how it works. I will get less excited in a few seconds, so I won't be talking as loud. Meow! Meow! I hope I don't scare any cat. Aaron, welcome. Very nice to you. That sounds great. Thank you, Design by Dave. That's very nice to you. Captain Custard, welcome. Everyone is here today. What happened? Everyone's sleeping on Sunday, and now everyone is here. I wonder how it works. Like, sometimes we all get the same mood for no reason. My cat always freaks out at that. Alright, I hope it doesn't hurt any cat. I really don't want to hurt any cat, so yeah, I hope. Yeah, I am so lost. Let me show you. We're in New Zealand, Queenstown. I forgot my commands, so let me paste them in the chat. To the bot, actually. Alright, so we are flying VATSIM, Cessna 172 enhancement. Just keep in mind, if you're planning to buy it, it requires deluxe or premium version, because it modifies the plane that is not in the basic version. So be aware. I think it's commands with an S. Hooray! Kevmikwa, welcome! I played a more sophisticated loop today. Alright, this is the aircraft that we were flying. Yeah, it says the Asobo because it's just modifying the Asobo. It's the hands-on mod, but it's the WCM 172. And I haven't flown it yet, so I don't know what to think about it. We'll find out. That's my first time in this mod. I actually never filled in the parking, but I'm here. There's not too much to choose from. Alright, the route is super simple, but I just need to disable this guy because we won't be using it today. Go, wanna see the blade being broken? Broke his nose. Oh no, I hope the blade is fine. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's the Asobo blade, so... Sorry for that. It should be fine. It looks good. This blade is going to the right. The angle of attack is okay. And the bottom blade as well. Bottom blade. So, no problem here. This also looks pretty nice. All shiny, and we are at the sunrise. Just the scenery. I'll place it and we'll be ready to go. Alright, having the GSX selector or whatever the heck you misfits folks call the thing positioned where it is when you call it up, it looks like you have a hello. Maybe. But this thing is the wheel, that's not the GSX. I have the GSX as of very recently, I haven't used it yet actually, so I need to learn how to use it. Here's the scenery, that's Queenstown by Orbex. Alright, so we are in Queenstown. Here's where we are, that's Volanta. Top data overlay is coming from the Volanta. And we'll be just flying around. So here's the Queenstown. I think we'll go visit this place. Glenorchy, whatever you call it. Have a look around. And then I think we'll go back, hop through this pass, and check those airfields here. That's the idea. Oh, the wheel, I guess I was just lucky. You called it once your mouse near your head. Yeah, it's the flow wheel. So that's the idea. I want to fly on VATSIM as well, so let's do that. Actually, before we do that, let's check if there is any ATC. Hang on. Alright, that's the Simora coming up. And there's no ATC. Perfect. Just as planned. I think we are here. That's where we are. Yeah, so let's connect and fill in the flight plan. It will be November 225 Victor X-Ray. Not to put bad name on Commander if I screw up in this Cessna. I shouldn't. Alright, that's Cessna 172. We are connected. Perfect. There's no ATC. It's perfect. I think the opposite. Well, if I'm not sure about my performance, I'd rather if there's no ATC. But, well, it's always fun when they are here. You'll have a smooth stream today, I'll only be causing chaos in chat. Oh no, I see. You can always change your mind. Let me see. Have you missed anything in the chat? I think. Right, the cat just gets very intrigued. Alright then, I'm glad. And so many of you. I need to keep the shoutouts on. Start the Icy being the first. Our chaos streamer. Can recommend if you like mountains popping up. All of a sudden instant 37. That's the person. Alright, so where do we go? I am slightly unprepared here, but don't worry. November, Zulu, Quebec, November. We're doing VFR. We go back to the same place. We do not need any alternate. Let's say 1845 is okay. We'll fly for like 2 hours 30 minutes. And we have fuel for, let's say, 3:30. Should be about right. Like near a British death. I'm your person. I see you never die. Just bounce the aircraft out of somewhere. 100 knots should do the job today. Let me think. We'll be flying 1,500 basically. I think this water is sea level, isn't it? Let's have a look. Oh no, it's actually 1,000 feet, so 2,500. Just to be 1,500 over the ground, you have a very unique possibility to see me doing this from scratch, basically. And then we go direct November Zulu Golf Yankee. It doesn't matter too much, but if there is any ATC, it will help them. November Zulu Golf Yankee. Then we go November Zulu Quebec November again. And then we go November Zulu Charlie Sierra. One Aka. Alright, let's put this to. I think this will be just right as far as the time goes. November Zulu Charlie Sierra, direct November Zulu Charlie Whiskey, direct November Zulu Whiskey Foxtrot, and direct November Zulu, Quebec November. So that's our destination. Alright, that looks about right. No remarks here. Send and receive, so this should be fine. I'm already out of the shouting mode. I think. Alright, looks about right. I'll file it. Have a look again. So flight plan, VFR, November Zulu Quebec November, same thing, 1845, 230, 330, 100, 2500. Slash Golf, direct November Zulu Golf Yankee, November Zulu Quebec November, Charlie Sierra, Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot, and back. No remarks and received. Okay, looks good. Let me see who's next. Mets, are string. Oh, there's Chewy. Chewy, how are you doing? What it do? You must know Chewy by now. I really enjoy watching. Sheesh. I think that went pretty smooth. Also, Kevmiko, I did the loop, I think, in force for you. Although I might have missed one thing, so I'm not absolutely sure. Actually, it might be a 6. It's a lot. I think I forgot to loop it, so it's one more that I intended to. Look at our wheel chucks. What on earth is that? Oh, they're just the old school ones. Also, I chose there's a version of the aircraft on the load. It's called no pants, so it doesn't have the wheel fairings, which is pretty cool. Sheesh. And also the things that's always bothering me, look at those tie downs going straight in the asphalt. That's just nasty. So that's the thing I really liked about the Garmin. However, welcome, hello there. How are you doing? Also, there's a hole in that mountain. That's bad. And it also has this tail tied down. That looks nice. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be a nose one. I think you may or may not want to secure it on the nose wheel in some way or the other. That would be reasonable. Evax doing great. I'm glad, however. Alright, I'll turn off this loop. Also, I really like it. Miko, I think you weren't here. I bought myself a tool. It's called Short Files. Basically gives you a shorts to choose from. You can choose any key you want. You just slide it and you can have any key. Then there are main chords here. Then that you can mix. Then you can go up here, mix. What does it say? Mix them too, and go back to the one with the arrow. Just follow it. Or you can then go down and go back to the one of the three, and it sounds pretty amazing. I just did it super easy today because, well, I don't know this chord very well, but I'm looking forward to using this tool more. Kevinka, this doesn't work. So do I want to put the /shoutout command inside your exclamation point shoutout? It doesn't work because Twitch is... Okay, for bots, the way it works, it's using the IRTS interface. So basically called bot is connecting using IRC, Instant Relay Chat, basically the oldest chat interface on the internet or protocol. And bots used to be able to send commands like that, but Twitch is limiting that, and they will actually wipe all of the commands and make all the bots use the API, so they just count the web endpoint. But because the /shoutout is new, they never added it to this IRTS. And I was wondering why it doesn't work with the bots, and then I found out in the docs that it actually not supposed to work because it's limited, it only works through the web API. So I think people will change those bots to be able to do that, but so far I'm not ready. I'm looking to try the Firebot, I believe, so maybe it will be capable. It's a fairly new one. So that's the story. Now you know. Also, most bots, because I want the two answers on the shoutout, I want the card that shows your description and the icon. I also want the native shoutout because that's much easier to click on the mobile. And I found out that most bots, they do not allow giving two answers to the same command. So I need to use two bots for that. I think the reason is because if you do it wrong, it will go in a loop and it will start sending more and more commands. Just imagine if you reply the same command on a command and it will start going like killing the server. Yeah, welcome to IT, that's what we deal with. Okay, I think I'm ready. I will get to the music. Kill the guitars. They're killed. Perfect. We'll get the chirps off. Also, my stream deck updated, and there may or may not be possibility to use those twisty knobs to control OBS. I think they added it in the new version, but all the icons changed, and I'm always confused. Auditory, welcome! We are in New Zealand. I'm trying this VATSIM 172 for the first time. I never filled it before, so I want to try. And we're on VATSIM, actually. Be careful, the menace here, don't keep this kind of ideas. Oops. Megabyte, welcome. There is just so many of you. What is going on? And there's hardly anyone on Sunday. I think we're just all sleeping. How's the WB? I don't know. I just audited it for the first time, so I know as much as you do. It has the wheel chucks, so that's nice. It has the tie downs, which go directly into the asphalt, so that's okay. It has the no pants scenery, meaning no wheel fairings. No, I'm not late for the flight. Why is everyone thinking this is the beginning? Yeah, this is the end. It's just the beginning. Don't worry, we have 2.5 hours still. So that it put out new version of the Stream Deck program. Yeah, that's exactly the one. You can put the faders on normal, non-plus button style Stream Deck. Yeah, I had them bound to OBS anyway, because I used some script, but it seems it might be possible to do this natively now, so that's probably a good news. But I haven't tried it yet, so don't take my word for it just yet. Alright, I'll start myself in. I'll be talking back to you in a second. All right, I think I'm happy with my sitting position. That looks pretty much okay. There's a ton of cable under my feet, so I need to be very careful. I continue to be amazed with the things you can do with Stream Decks. You can do anything you want, really. I mean, there are some limitations, but if you play it right, you can. It's pretty nice. Like, it doesn't solve all the problems, but I like it. No problem, Kevmiko. You can ask anything you want. I'm very happy to answer any questions. Okay. I think there is still no ETC. Yeah, that's correct. So let's jump in the plane. Let's do it. Wow, this is the Steam version. So nice. Oh, and there are people working hard already in the morning. Tracker is so nice to have. Yeah, I like it. Also, as you can see, I don't always use that. I often use the mouse. But when I'm flying, it's actually pretty nice. I absolutely agree with that. Right, I'll heal the beam. So we have the QNH when I still remember. Yeah, track error is really good. I'll get the Yoko because it's in the way, but it looks great as well. I hope all my controls are working. Yeah, we have parking brake locks locked. I only use it when landing, taking off, or taxiing. Well, it depends on the flight. I sometimes use it all the time, sometimes not so much. But I like having it done. Who does that? I think you... Well, in the Cessnas, you hardly ever switch it to some non-both position, because why would you? Fuel shouted valve, so that's the fuel covered. Let's tank the plane. We need all the fuel in the world. Maybe not that much, just a bit less. I'll sell for 100%. That should do that. 430 and 530. Now I just need the option for dual G5s. Yeah, I haven't used the G5s all too much. Also, Garmin has a series that there is a glass instrument around one, because the G5 like fits in a square, but there are also those round ones, and they look absolutely fantastic. It's like a small version of G1000 in this space, and you can have two of them. So you have the PFD here with artificial horizon, speed tape, altitude tape, whatnot, and then you have the navigation display. Whoa, the sun just came up. Hello. I have no idea where it's coming from. It must be shining through this mountain. Also, there's a hole in one of the mountains. That's pretty scary. I may or may not fly through it today. We'll see. Right, if you know this plane, you can help me out. I do enjoy backseat gaming, so don't worry about it. You can always shout if I do something wrong, or just generally don't know something. You can tell me. I'll be happy to know. I think I'll continue with the shoutouts. Let me see. We had Chewy. Dryson with the raid. Thank you for the raid again, Dryson. Oh, that's why there is so many of you. Anyway, before that, I think we also had quite a few people. There you go. That's Dryson Rider. Dryson, you've been streaming a lot lately. That's impressive. Also, I think to check, remember that... I'll show you in a second. How do I get rid of those tie downs and stuff? I actually don't know. And I didn't bother to read the manual, so we might be in trouble. Let's have a look what's here. There's a diagram for the deviation, but it hardly ever does anyone. Like, in Steam, those differences are not bigger than 1. So I'm looking for someone to implement it a bit better. On screen menu, I don't know. Maybe there are just some click spots to click. Or maybe we need to go out like that. No, that doesn't work. Alright, the thing I want to show you, I will show you. We go to the slew mode. No, I would need to add it first, and I didn't add it, so it's definitely not here. But that's a possibility. I know we can make a script to just have it here on the wheel menu. But there must be other way. Uh-oh. I think you can't open the door because it's using the basic model, which I think we cannot open the door. But I have a small issue here. I don't think I can click the buttons. I'm hitting the Y, not putting me in the slew mode. That's strange. I did hit the B and it worked. Why is the slew mode not working? No. Trapped. I am trapped. I was trying to say, if you do slew and you rotate your plane, this gyro here is not slaved to the magnetic compass. So you need to manually adjust it. And one time I rotated the plane 180 degrees and it took me a long time to figure out that it's actually pointing the other way. I was so confused about my flying. We do not have this on the VOD, unfortunately, but it was fun. Maybe there are some secret click spots. All right, let's try the battery. I think I'll need to pull up the manual for this plane. All right, I'll keep the battery. I'll pull up the manual, so hang on with me. Right, I'm just browsing through the folder. There's no folder there. It should be VATSIM. Okay, I have it. And there's documentation and there's the manual. Perfect. There you go. So I just open it up. Ah, near study level. Perfect. Da-da-da. Let's just scroll it until I see what I need. Thank you for purchasing. You're very welcome. I enjoyed so far. Alright, we got the no pants version, but there's few of them. Please note, for only this plane, you'll have no effect on the other planes. Alright, not the PMS. There's a checklist. There's a snapshot of a checklist. Okay. Engine startup. We'll worry about that. Oh, that's here. Cool. Now I know. That's how we do that. We may be untrapped in a second. Let's do it again. Battery on. Get this guy on. I think we need the avionics on first. Where's the avionics here? That's not the one. The developers of the modification have added a useful hidden screen for us to see status of our engine, turn, blah blah blah. This is located inside the ADF screen. You access it by clicking on the screen. It's ADF works as it should otherwise. Sure. There's the secret click spot. Realism off? Come on. Need the realism on. Okay. Alright, using those buttons will bring me through the screens. Okay. Oh dear. I should have watched tutorial. I never do that. You have to suffer with me. That's how it works. It's not like I come here and know everything. I struggle with that as well. Turn the knob to step it through various screens. Pressing any of the right three mouse buttons or cycling the power will return to the normal LED screen. Okay. Convenient. Oh. It's like a touch screen. I wouldn't have figured out. Alright, so cool. We have the wheel chocks, so neither are gone. We have the pito cover. Now that's the pito cover on. That's the pito cover off. Perfect. Light lamps off. They're gone. Cold flags off. They're gone. Cool, so that is done. LCD color? Come on, that's too much. Stay saving. Of course we want it on.
State saving enabled.
Thank you. Trim tab. Oh, I think it's just showing the position. 1L, I don't know. Whoa. I think I like this color more. Alright, this is done. And realism. Realism on. All these 8 quartz. That's a great unit. And look, that's us here, all alone in New Zealand. Perfect, just as planned. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, I broke it. Alright, it's fixed. The dualism has to do with the engine failure and oil consumption. Yes, but also it probably will make it hard for us to start the engine and whatnot.
Altitude.
Alright, let's turn this off. Start from the beginning. Hey Lukaila, welcome. How's ground school going? Yeah, pretty well. I didn't know it's my first time firing up this aircraft. I have to open up this manual and learn that there are secret click spot on this not so much touch screen, which is actually a touch screen. So yeah, this is going great. But those guys are busy there, so I think we're good. Aria has been your day. It's pretty smart the way you did it. Yeah, it is pretty smart, but if you don't know it... Oh dear, that's something. Oh, and the prop is modeled correctly, but that's just a sub model. And I managed to scare a few people, they are thinking it's end of the stream, or that I actually know if I can recommend this plane or not. I don't. It's a C172, so it's pretty easy to fly without braking. Yeah, I hope so. Also, my slow mode is... Oh, now it's working. I'll show you why it's important. So look, now our gyro compass is not synchronized with the magnetic compass. And that's a good thing to have at the end, at the beginning of the day. Like, this taught me a lesson to actually cross-reference them. I promise to recommend by the end. Yeah, it has been on the captain's delightful lead. Super, welcome. Right, I'll break the order. I'll give a shout out right now, and then I'll continue with everyone else. How has your Tuesday been? Mine's been pretty tense, but it's better now. There you go. The karaoke stream. I'm working on today. You always do. And you're the third. Oh, well done. Well done. Alright. I had the feeling music was a bit quiet and I actually turned the volume by accident. Now it's better. Forget about those things. I could have got like second. Yeah, or... Actually, I thought all have been redeemed. Also, now I remember no one got the third. Anyway. Let's start this engine up. So, as far as the rally goes here, it might be fairly difficult, and Cessnas are not very easy to start, like they're not. So let's do that. We have the fuel selector, we have the fuel. Fuel shut-off valve is in the normal position. And the circuit breakers are working, that's great. I like having those immersive cockpits, but it bumps my expectations a lot. Alright, master on. That's pretty much all we need. We should have those fuel gauges somewhere here. They're here. They're just in the topmost position. And if you know, those fuel gauges in the Cessnas or pretty much every other aircraft are very funny. The running joke is they only show correct value when they're full or empty. And to be fair, even that is not true. So we usually just count our fuel by doing time calculation and fuel burn. And this is just very advisory. Unfortunately, this is the way. Alright, next shout out. I am so confused, there's so many of you. I think Captain Custard. Other commander pilot. And yeah, nice catching here on Side Note stream. That's pretty fun. Alright, so we can start up. So let me think. Usually requires some magic procedure to get it running. So I'll have a quick look here at the checklist. And before starting, no, that's not the one. Starting engine. Throttle 1/4 inch. Yeah, I love this. So I think Rotax did it very well, that you just have this choke, which is not a choke. So don't fiddle with that. Mixture idle cutoff, so that's what I have. Propeller area, clear prop. Battery switch on. Beacon on. Oh, forgot the nav lights. Nav light, beacon on. Okay, mixture reach. Fuel pump on for 3 to 5 seconds, then off. 1 New Zealand, 2 New Zealand, 3 New Zealands, 4 New Zealands, 5 New Zealands, off. Great. Mixture lean. Lean. Like completely lean? I think it's completely lean. Ignition start and mixture reach when engine starts. Then check all pressure, alternator on. Mixture lean for ground operation, throttle adjust to 1000, amateur check, nav lights. Alright, the rest is pretty much standard stuff. Alright, make your prayers, I hope it will work. I think I have bound this to Bravo. Yeah, I did. Right, so we can see what's going on, but I'll be operating this on my Bravo. Here's the key, which operates the starter. Remember, usually only the small J aircraft have an actual key in the starter. Anything bigger will just have a button. I am stepping on the brakes. And I'll kill the music for a second. Making prayers, how this works. Not anyone on the plane wants to hear. Alright, the thing about the aviation engines, like these old school engines here, they can be an absolute pain to start, but once they're running, it's very hard to kill them. So, you know the drill. That's the safe part. If it doesn't start, the worst case, we'll just hit a bar and spend our day there. And when it starts, it will just keep running unless you do something very bad. So that's what I meant. Maybe that wasn't a 1/4 inch. Who knows how much 1/4 inch is. In the meantime, let's the next shout out. I'll be out of the list soon, so don't worry about that. Then I'm looking forward to flying along. Again, it's just my time don't always match and streams come by surprise. Also, I think I've been keeping very regular schedule. Right, let's get this started. I don't know why they said mixture lean for startup. Maybe it's just supposed to use this fuel that we had there. I'm back for in the newer groove. Ah, what's that supposed to mean? For a pilot, yeah, pretty much. No, really, these procedures for the aircraft, they can be a pain. Prime the engine with which, pull lean. Alright. I just want to check if I need the throttle full. No, they say quarter inch. Ewald, welcome. Thank you for following. Very nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. We are in New Zealand playing this realistic Cessna by VATSIM. And yeah, it's going great in trying to start it up. But I've only tried 3 times or 2, so not very bad yet. Alright, let's try to prime it again. That's 5 seconds. Maybe it was too much, who knows. So I don't know what the temperature is. It's probably not very warm. You're priming way too long, it's flooded. Oh, it said 3 to 5 seconds, so you know. Right, let's do that. That's one of the reasons I was looking forward to this, because it's a pain in the real aircraft and I like to practice it here. I wonder why I would need the mixture lean. That's super strange for the startup. Like completely lean. Only prime until the fuel flow peaks. Interesting. So if it doesn't start, how long do I need to run it? Sticky Morty, the air horn. Thank you. Sticky Morty, very nice to see you. I'm trying to start up this aircraft in the realistic mode. It is what you could expect. It's going crazy. Alright, the fuel flow. Okay, thank you for the tips. I enjoy it. Here's the fuel flow. Oh, and the mixture rich. DOT cycle on starter is like 10 seconds. Okay. Not moving. Lurk. Alright, Sticky, we'll see you later. Let me continue the shoutouts. I lost track. We got Tans, we had Captain Custard. We have Kevmikwa. How's that? There you go. Undercool streamer. I do enjoy. Right, I'll try the starter. You can then prime for 1 to 2 seconds. Try starting with mixture rich. Right. And I think that might be the end of our battery. Oh, I actually had the mixture rich now. Nope. How do we fix the battery? Yep, I'm not surprised. Amuse me to no end, I hope you know. Oh, that's good. I actually thought someone might be a bit unhappy they can't get it done. It's all cool, but how do we get the battery on? Until we get it, it's a bit weird. Exactly, that's why I wanted to get it here. Do you know how to get the battery? I want to I want it live again. Here are the amps. Vacuum, oil pressure and temperature, fuel flow, EGT, fuel tanks. To be honest, yeah, check the manual. I think we're going for a restart. Gotcha, only a couple of times, and India explain. No. It should be in, shouldn't it? It's gonna be scary. I'm looking for the voltmeter. That's why I'm looking so confused, because I cannot find it. It's nowhere to be found. I would expect it somewhere here, but I don't see it. Alright, let's check the manual. Well, right when you said you expected it. Is it? Ah, yes, but that's the amps meter. And that's the vacuum. Amp on the other side of the vac on the other end. Yeah, that's the amp meter, but I want the volts. Chewy! Right, I think that's pretty much the shoutouts. Lukaila, you can go check and follow her. You're a cool person. You're really welcome. But your streaming times do not match with mine, so I hardly ever have a chance to watch, but it's whenever I do. It's pretty cool. Who that? Yeah, go and check. That's me, by the way, the real pilot trying to start up the plane. Let's check the manual. She's a famous Turko streamer and simmer. I think you're seeming more than Turkoving recently. Push the top button to toggle outside air temperature on the voltmeter. Aha! Aha! 55 Fahrenheit is our volts. Or 12 Celsius. No, it's actually 22.8 E? Why not V? That's... Alright, that's low. It should be 24-ish. Because it's 24 volt battery and 28 volt system, I think. You see? That's a weird spot for it. Also, it's 12 degrees Celsius. That's not super cold. 22.7. Alright. Refer to the POH for more about the electrical system, circuit breakers. That's the avionics. Autopilot. Who needs autopilot? Actually, it might be a good one. I think they improved it a bit to the default one. Assuming it's the same as on the explain. Well, we actually don't know. The ELT can activate when you have a hard landing. That's 10 right there. Answer panel. Volts. Yeah, the volts are always low when the battery is very on the battery. GNS, clock timer. Airframe damage. Oh. Look at this poor prop. The inlet breaker is in the battery charger. Just check the manual. Thank you, Kayla. Which one's in up though? Should be in up slapped on one of them. Let me see. Everything's fun with the pilot. Oh, the in up. And now it's 23.3. Yay! Thank you. I think you can use it as simulating the external battery power. Alright, let's try to start with that. Everything's off. Look outside. Oh. Oh, it actually is. Amazing. I still don't know how all of you feel about me struggling with all of that, but I do enjoy it, just making a fool of myself, not preparing beforehand, trying to figure out everything with you. I think it's fun. At least you get the idea that it's not like I know everything, come here and it works. I struggle with that as well. We've all been there. Yeah. Okay, so we can actually start off with that. It's also doing the sizzling. I like it. Here it's doing the sizzling noise. That's so cool. Wow, I love it. The autopilot's hella useful. Yeah, our autopilot is. It's just a long enough range cruise, then you'll want it. 1 2 hour pilot chase. I've done it really appreciate the autopilot. Well, I've been playing in real life without the autopilot for long hours, so I'm pretty much used to it. Like, I think 5 hours is my record in an airplane. No stop, that is. Right, let's try to start again. I don't know what to do. Mixture reach. Let's keep it for a second. Alright, so it's doing like the wobble. Mixture lane. Try to start it. Started for a moment. I need to kill the music when I'm doing that. Let's try again. So now I'll try to keep the mixture rich and see if that works. Nope. Yeah, that's what I'm doing wrong. Oh, I see. So I need 2 hands actually. That's great. It's kind of like IN2. Alright, we're getting there. So let's prime again. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Mixture lane. Get the starter. I am so focused. No. You show clear prop, you need to do that. Start the engine. Yeah, of course. Clear prop. 272 is 200. I didn't know. Uh-oh. I think we have a problem. Oops. Oh no. Let's check it again. Engine, no. How do that? Oh, you touched the screen. Engine health, 100%. Okay. I was scared there for a moment. Alright, let's think. I'll keep the music, but I make it super quiet. I'm still not sure when it catches up. Do we have the manifold pressure here? We might not have it. So we do not have the prop, so we don't need it. I'm going to link the 172 and stir it up real fast. Well, you don't need to, but yeah, I will appreciate it if you check. I'm having fun anyway, so don't worry about me. Alright, I'll keep it rich again. Alright, mixture lean. Maybe the throttle was too much open. Who knows? Can't believe the starter would be that delicate in real life, would it? It's not the starter is delicate, but all these engines are nasty to start. That's just what it is. I like the sound when it's stopping. It's actually cool. Starter skids up fast. Oh, that's what the smoke was. Not working. Alright, I think now I had too much. So, I do like how Rotex solve it. They just have a device that does it for you. It's pretty convenient. Ah, some Rotex do. Yeah, they do have it. They have this thing labeled as choke, which is actually starter carburetor, which does all this magic automatically with mechanical thingies. Right, let me try again. Let's see what this thing is saying. Engine health is 100%. So, I think we haven't killed it yet, so this should be still doable to start it. Our battery is 24.2, so that's fully charged. Is there a full selector? Yeah, and we have it in both. And the fuel shutoff is in. I'm not sure how much... So I have the mixture reach now. I'm not sure how much the fuel flow is supposed to change here when we are using the fuel pump, but not too much, I believe. Not a ton. Yeah, it just does like a wobble to like 1 or 2. Alright, that's fairly quick one. Let's try it again. I guess it will be very easy once we figure out how to do that. I had this problem on the Hughes 500. The Bonanza I had a hard time to start. I used the fuel pump. Here it says different, so I'm not sure. Also, we have no way of telling it's flooded or not. You can probably look at the inverse and tell. Maybe my throttle is not opened hard enough. I'll put it more in. No. Okay, let's have a look here at the checks again. Maybe I forgot something super important. I don't think so. Selector above, fuel shaft in, throttle open 1/4 inch. That's not very much. I would say that's about it. Info. Yeah, that's us. Mixture ID cutoff, battery switch on, beacon on, mixture reach, auxiliary full pop on for 3 to 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, then off. Mixture lean. Oh, so that's not idle cutoff. Maybe that's the problem. Ah. So I'll put it halfway. Maybe this will do the job. Ignition start, reach one engine start, all pressure check. Alright, so let's try it again. No lag. I see that might have been the problem. Alright, let's try it again. So it's fairly difficult to get those things right, and I think it depends on the airframe. Alright, I did the trick. Yay, finally. Cool. Alright, almost. And the way it works, so let me try to explain. The throttle has a secret device that when you push it hard, there's a spring on some mechanical devices that will just inject more fuel when you are pushing it. The reason is, if you open the throttle very, very fast, normally, it might kill the engine because there is not enough fuel for a moment. So to circumnavigate this, there is a device that when you press it like very hard, it injects more fuel momentarily for just a moment. And that's another thing you can use to push more fuel in when you're starting. And it's not just opening the throttle, you actually have to push it and go back, and this puts more fuel in. Now, the only problem is my misfits has just said that nothing works. I can't go into slew mode. Oh, you can go into slew mode when you remove the tie downs. Float in, float. Oh no. Oh no. I had to remove the tie downs, otherwise it's not able to go into the slew mode. Maybe that's the thing. And I closed the throttle too much, so the engine died. So let's try it again. Quattro inch hitch here, like 2/3 throttle. I'll try this again if you need it. Now it started. Magnetos to both. I need to add some more throttle to keep it at 1000 RPM. All pressure is rising. Well, it's in the green. So that's all good. Yay, we fixed it. That's great. I hope you enjoyed it. Is that Lukaila in front of us? I see another Cessna floating around. That might be you. Welcome, welcome. I have the scenery, so that's probably the reason why you're floating in there. Alright. Alternator on. Avinix Master on. Let's get rid of this battery charger. So I click here on the in-up. Circuit breaker. That's pretty clever, I like it, but, well, I'm also not fan of the secret click spots because they're hard to find. Now our gyro is operating, so I'll just sync them. So we need to go to 130. Give or take. It's also supposed to go out of sync when we are flying because of the Earth rotation. First try. Well done. Alright, I know what the problem was, at least few of them. I had the mixture in complete cutoff instead of just lean it a bit. And I think that was the biggest part there. Alright, let me think. Avionics are on. How do we turn on this GPS? Alright, the barrow. Let's set the QNH. The QNH is 10222. 1022.
Leaving altitude.
Alright, that is set. Transponder to standby. 7000, I think it's okay for the VFR. Alright, we can get this off. We're not going off. Now we work. Those guys. How do I get them on? Still not sure what this one is. What's the switch? I think we keep it on command. Maybe that's just the microphone. Oh great, I just got an email. My car has trickle. Oh. Get a scheduled visit to Volkswagen dealer now. I see. And let's see the temperature. The oil temperature. Yeah, that's what I wanted. See, we are a few minutes talking and this oil temperature is still nowhere close to the green. That's what I wanted to see, and many places don't have that. Even the Bonanza, analog Bonanza ones. I was very looking forward to seeing that. So we need to spend a lot of time trying to warm up this engine. Only 1 hour in, yeah, nothing happened. Why are my Garmin's not working? Is there any circuit breaker I need to put in? No. Oh, and remember the battery had 24 volts on its own battery, but the alternator provides 28 volts. So it's 28 volt system running on 24 volt battery. The knobs on the Garmin, thank you. Look, Ayla, you're a lifesaver. I don't need to browse through the manual. Let me see. These knobs. Okay. Is the real Garmin actually able to turn off with this knob? It might be possible. This is so well done. Power brightness. It's not the brightness, or is it? It's the volume. There's actually the brightness actually in the menu. Well, not here. Oh. So that's not the updated one. Oh no. That's bad. Anyway, we can work with that. Oh, it has few issues. That's terrible. Close enough. Volume is just sound brightness. Sound brightness. It's so sound brightness is something different. Like the microphone guys are very well spoken about that. You have to have a separate community folder mod for the work Native 530. Cool. I'll do that next time if I remember. Thank you. Alright, we can live with that. That's fine. We're just doing VFR anyway. Yay! Let's set up the altitude 2500. I love it. Those cabiner pushes. Yeah, let's get it heated up. What I absolutely love about the analog bonanzas and whatnot is that they have these cold and hotter indication LEDs. That's great. Alright, it's on the Discord. Cool. Pilot Mike 77, go to heaven. Welcome, very nice to see you. We are in New Zealand. I just took 1 hour to try to start up this aircraft, but well, for the better or worse, it's working. And the ice is back, just in time. Cool. 1228. Click. I'll do the same on COM2. Just to try here myself. Let's see if this works. Oh god, the menace is back. Where is the yoke? It's here. Look. I usually hide it because it goes in my way. And when I'm flying the real aircraft, I can very easily like lean over it. Here not so much. So that's the reason why I usually have it off. If you want it on, I can put it. Just tell me. Usually I just keep it off. It's in the way when I most not want it to be in the way. So imagine you're doing after takeoff, you have your heads busy and there's the yoke and there. No! Like, it's way easier in the real aircraft, unfortunately. Our temperature is getting there. Look, it's one notch above the 75 now. I'll get our speed a bit higher. I'll get it to 1200 RPM. Yay, this works so good. I like it. I think I'm becoming a fan. My only wish, I want aircraft like that, but please be it a twin. And I'm happy. Looks like this G550, it looks a bit odd. I know, there's something about the nose that looks odd. Anyway. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, it works. Our airport is called Queenstown. Queenstown traffic, November 225 Victor X-ray, right to check. Yeah, it works. I wonder why it's quieter than usual. Tracker won't link with Misfits 2. I knew it was broken. It happens. Yeah, but the problem is once it's not linked, you have to restart the sim. That's a pain. Right, let's check. So COM2 goes out. Great. Let's see where we need to taxi. We'll taxi runway 05. Oh no, the taxiways are broken. There was an update today. Now they are not marked. We go via Alpha 3. Alpha 3. Let's go Alpha 3. Do you have Unicom dialed in for both radios? Curious about the eco. Yes, I had. Pilot Mike 7700. Welcome. Very nice to see you. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. So the trick is, actually you can do this in real life. I never realized. But you want to do the radio check and there is no one here. So how do you do that? You go SAM on the both of them. And now when I go to the VPilot, see, I'll just do a click and see it's transmitting and receiving. Check. So now I work. Now I know that the voice from my mouth is going to the microphone. This is going to the radio. The radio is going to the antenna, and then it goes back to the antenna, into the second radio, and on my headset. So I know that it's more or less working end to end. I'm a pilot. I fly myself for fun. Cool. Me as well. I have the CPL in Europe actually, but haven't been flying in quite a while. They put the shadow here. That's strange. Right, taxi runway 05 via Alpha 3. Okay, and we only need runway heading 053. Actually, I never checked the wind. Let's check it. So get here to airport, open airport, weather, no meter, no. Right. I have it here. I like this aviation weather gov matter page. You just go here. You go to the row. Let's take 3 hours. Include TAF. Get matter. Makes sense. It was intentional. Now we set COM2 to something else. Pretty much. I don't always. I never ever have it in guard, but let me try to start doing that. I should be doing this. Aside. I usually used emergency frequency name, but guard is better. Yep, now it's set. Thank you. No meter. And the TAF says 030 at 5 knots. Cool, so the runway 5 will be nice for us. Alright, 053 and Queenstown. I always forget the names. 053. The way I do that, I told you many times, I just put it on the notch and then count my clicks. So that's 050 and 1, 2, 3. That should be 053, or maybe this one. I think because of the parallax effect. Yeah, you see? Now when I've moved my head down, 1, 2, 3. Right. Look, Island, that's the first time I'm flying with you. That's so nice, welcome. If you want to fly along, we're on VATSIM or even North multiplayer. You are very welcome to join. Queenstown traffic, November 225 Victor X-ray, taxiing for apron, runway 5 via Alpha 3. November, Queenstown traffic. I didn't think what I was supposed to say. And our temperature is barely in the green, that's perfect. So that's taking a ton of time. Parking brake released. Mixture, lean is just a touch. I'm actually wondering what was the best way to lean on ground.
Queenstown traffic, New Zealand 659 is on a 5 mile. Final for runway 5, Queenstown traffic.
Whoa. We have a traffic. Hey Lukaila, very nice to see you. I think you're on the smaller runway, which you can always use taxiway. There's Jover. There's a ton of people here. Fascinating. There's a taxiway line there on the far right. Not to bother about it. Okay. I'll just stand here and we'll do the run-up check here, so we do not blow our prop wash into anyone. We'll do it here. So, stepping on the brakes, parking brake set. I'll be stepping on the brakes all the time anyway. Oops. Let me sync this up again. Okay, that's 265. And look, there's the parallax effect, so if we go to the side, but there's not much. In your autocraft there is a lot, so you need to move your head to the inside cockpit. Like to the middle of the cockpit. Okay, that's 265. Let's do run up. I'll just guesstimate the numbers. We'll put it at 1800. Doesn't matter all too much anyway. Right, that's 1800. Moving the magnetos to left. And there's a hefty 90 RPM drop. Most of the sim planes, they do drop like 50, and that's very weird because in real life it drops a lot. And there's the New Zealand landing, there's William taxiing, and there's Lukaila floating in the air. How can she do that? Awesome. Alright, we're back to both. Now to the right magneto, and we are having 80 RPM drop, so it is different. Both are less than 150, I think, and not more than 50 difference between them. So that is good. I don't think we have a carb hit here. We cannot check the carb hit. That's pretty much all we need to check. It looks like it's fuel injected. Oh, I just forgot I cannot pull the throttle all the way back, or it may die on me. Takeoff trim seems to be okay. I forgot the taxi light, so... Oh, actually don't... Oh, we do have taxi lights. Both your altimeter and hers are set to local. I have a custom scenery, so that's probably the reason. Altimeter shouldn't matter here all too much. It's just the custom scenery, it helps us all the time. Right. Let's taxi to the holding point, parking released, adding some power. Alright, so far this plane is fantastic. There's Alpha 3 there on the right, I can see the name. Just follow this taxiway line. There's another VATSIM traffic here. I wonder if we should be able to use the lifetime now. Might be daytime here. Right, I'll just step on the brakes. Keep stepping. Let's check this time. Not the one, that's the one. How do I put it to live? Live, yeah, let's go. Not a bad pattern, not being able to see anything but straight ahead. Yeah. Real is. I just heard someone. Alright, that's the other aircraft taxiing. Oh, it got on this super small taxiway. You shouldn't get there. Alright, I think the guy on the left is not on VATSIM. Let's quickly check that. Yeah, there's only me and the other one. And that's William taking off in their New Zealand livery. And there's another in New Zealand. Looks super cool. Alright, so let's jump in. Queenstown traffic, November 225 Victor X-ray, lining up runway 05, Queenstown traffic. Survey X, I'll have to go on running with legs for explorers. There's house end. No problem, however, well, enjoy your evening. Thank you. Nice to have you here. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye bye. I'm not going anywhere, so. That's the runway. Laps 1. me see. Landing light off, taxi light off, strobes on, fuel pump on. I think that's pretty much it. Right, we're ready to go. Queenstown traffic, November 225 Victor X-ray, taking off runway 05, Queenstown traffic. Full power set, all is in the green, engine instruments are in the green. I do not need all too much right rudder, so that is strange. So, airspeed alive. Right, there's 60. I'll try to rotate it. Still not much right rudder, that's strange. And there is hardly any wind. I think 75 for the climb out. Oh, I actually need the right rudder. Now I'm looking at the ball. It's showing I do need the rudder. And it's not a very eager climber. Right, reducing power, 25. And we'll go there to the left. How do I get the cabin lights on? On the pitot heat, let's get it on. Right, after takeoff, flaps up, trimming back. We need to keep this airspeed. Fuel pump off, landing lights off. I think that's everything. Scenery looks nice. Plane flies very nice as well. It has a lot of inertia. Actually feels good. That's real nice. How do I get the cabin light on? Oh, it's here. I think it feels a bit dark in cockpits in sim for some reason. Right, we'll climb out here and depart to the west. Queenstown traffic, November 225 Victor X-ray, departing to the west. Last call, Queenstown traffic. I must lurk Ayla, no problem. Depends on your monitor and shader settings. Interesting. To be fair, I think it's just a bit dark. I forgot to lurk. And no problem, I do that all the time. I had a look at the chart and we should be able to go behind this mountain and get out of here. This scenery is looking really nice. Alright, let's reduce the power. I'll keep it, let's say, 23. Do you want the plane louder or is it okay? We'll get it a bit louder. I think I know what the problem is. 1 second, I'll try to make it a bit louder-ish. Yeah. It has a lot of bass and that was tripping the compressor into tuning it down, but you probably couldn't hear the bass anyway. Still sounds a bit weird. Okay, I think we're good. Okay with me. I couldn't hear it. Alright, I know what to do. Now it's sounding better. We got ourselves in a pretty tight spot. I like how the scenery looks here. I think that was improved with the world update. That's actually nice. I like the whole world look like this by default. I mean, it's probably doable. Oh, except for... Oh, it's actually not. Looks like some nasty hack. Okay, we need 2500, so let's get up there. I have to do some hands-on stuff on site at work. Day job is really missing my stream needs. No problem, doing your job, you can always have the radio on. And we are doing what? 90 knots. That's about right. Okay, I'll crank the gap to 23. We'll try to lean it. Let's start leaning. Moving the mixture back, seeing if the EGT is rising. It is rising. That's the peak right there. So I'll try to keep it 50 under each side. Alright, that's pretty much it. Should be leaned now. It flies super nice. I love this aircraft. I just need this, but a twin. Please, please, please. I'll try to tune it very person I can if it don't catch up. In chat again. Have a great Tuesday. Thank you, Kamiko. Very nice having you here. Yeah, work come first, but I also listen to Twitch radio a lot. It's cool to have it in background. Yay, we're flying, and I forgot the transponder, so let's keep it in alt. There we go. Remember that transponder is showing the altitude in standard pressure, always, and then ATC corrects that to whatever the QNH is. I'm still curious what's going on with this sound. Alright, I think it was fine. I think it's just very bassy. Stage of pays for the sim stuff. That's absolutely true. This maybe the aircraft's a bit too stable, but also in the morning, once the turbulence kicks in, it should be bouncing us around way more. Actually, the new turbulence model in the sim, I think it's done pretty well, and many people say it's a bit exaggerated. I would say maybe slightly. Actually, the real turbulence moving the planes a lot. And when you're flying J aircraft, you have to use the powers a lot to countermeasure the thermals and whatnot. Right, I'll try to change it to the north up. Yay, now it works. Scenery looks pretty cool. I really like it. Let's see what else we have here. We have this carbon monoxide detector. So it's showing the normal. Date opened April 22, will replace every 12 months. So we still have a month to go on that one. Let me try the autopilot. I'm actually curious about it. I'll try to show you. Alright, so the altitude should just hold whatever altitude we have. And it remembers the pressure internally. So when you change the QNH here, the autopilot will not do anything. Wait. I need to turn it on actually first. So autopilot on, and now it's in the roll and vertical speed mode. Alright, let's hold the altitude. Let's see what happens. It's talking to us. How well will it hold the altitude? Let's see. Also wish we had the control wheel steering. Oh, there's not even a button for that. Maybe it doesn't have it. Alright, go into the heading mode. Let's try to change the headings, see how it likes to change the heading. I'll have a quick look where we are. You can have a look at our chart. something is messing up here. Why is it all black?
Leaving altitude.
I need to refresh it.
Leaving altitude. Leaving altitude.
I think it's broken. So we'll use the other one. Alright, we need to turn right here in the lake and then go to Lenorchi. I'll open it to see what's there. Runways 14 and 32. Okay. And the elevation is 1255 and the longest runway is 2200 feet. That's what the numbers are telling us. Let's get back in the plane. We are still alive. It's holding altitude at 2400. Well, that's what it, no. 2500 is what it has set. But we just, okay, we hit the altitude hold, so it's holding whatever altitude we hit it at. Now, I want to go to vertical speed. So I need to disengage the altitude, and it goes to the basic mode it has, which is the vertical speed. Now I want to hit down. Let's go minus 500 feet per minute, and I think it will smash this altitude. It will not capture it, because I didn't arm it. And that's what it's supposed to do, but what practically every other autopilot in game completely ignores. Yeah, so it didn't capture 2500, so that is great. The other Cap 140 autopilots in the game, they will just go into altitude capture straight away, which isn't great. Now we hit the altitude capture, it will just level off and keep whatever altitude I hit it on, I believe, so that was somewhere around here. And we should be able to adjust the altitude. How do I do that? Do I hit the up and down? Yeah, so we can, I saw in the description on the page, we can adjust the altitude in 20 feet steps. The one that it captured, it's not the one that it's displaying. It has internally remembered what it captured, I think. So let's try to hit it 5 times and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should go 100 feet up. It's going more than that. So I'm not sure what the step is. It might be more actually. Alright, I'll click one down and see what happens. Stabilized at 2600? No, 2520. So now one down. And see how much it goes down. Didn't go down at all. Interesting. I'll try to hit it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think, alright, so if you go here, that will actually be 20 feet step to 420. I never stopped to think about how much is one notch on the altitude gauge. Actually 20 feet per notch. I do enjoy learning things this way, and Sim is a good tool to do that. Real aircraft, well, depends which feature, like such small details you can do. Alright, so this works. Perfect. Now we'll arm the altitude. So we have altitude arm, and it will capture it as when it's crossing. So now we can disengage the altitude mode. We are in the VS mode. I think when I click the button, it should show me. the vertical speed it has. I'm not able to show that. Right. We're at vertical speed, so let's hit up 1, 2. Oh, it's showing when I'm hitting. But it disarmed it, so let's arm it again. The app is not working for some reason anymore. Oh, because it's an alt capture again. Alright, now we're in... How'd that happen? VS alt armed. Let's go up. Maybe we're just... Oh, I think we're just too close to the altitude, so that's what's going on. Anyway, I like this autopilot. That's the best Cap 140 I have seen in the game yet. I think it works pretty much spot on. It's just not a big deal, but somehow every other one has it. It's wrong. I never hit the ident on transponder. Let's hit it. It just shows special position indicator on the ATC screen. They usually use that to verify you on radar. Let's have a look here. That's us. I have no idea how far we are flying. And there should be the airstrip somewhere here. I actually don't know. Let's find it. Alright, it's here. There's the lake. There's the notch in the terrain. And there's the town and some other lake. Here's the notch. Okay, here it is. Cool. We'll just do touch and go here. Alright, so far so good. I hope you're enjoying it. Let's try this altitude capture a little more. I'll set the altitude. Let's set 3000. 3500 maybe. Let's do 3000. I don't want to wait so long. The alert. How do I get rid of the alert? I don't know. Something didn't work here. So, disarm this. We go to vertical speed. Up, 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 up. 500. Altitude arm. And it should capture it in a minute. This is so cool. I love it. I didn't realize my top of my chair is so close to the end of the camera. Alright, 200 feet to go. Our airspeed is criminal low, so full power. Oh, maybe not full. Let's keep it at 25. 100 to go. Where does engage altitude capture? There we go. So like 250 feet below. And now it's in altitude. Or maybe I missed it. Alright, it works. That's great. Our airfield should be somewhere. Oh, it's actually in front of us. So let's do touch and go there. And the place is called Glenorchy. How do you read that? Glenorchy traffic, November 225 Victor X-ray. 2 miles inbound for touch and go, runway 32, Glenorchy traffic. I should have rehearsed what I'm about to say before. Right, autopilot disengaged. You heard the beep, I like it. Power idle. If I had carb hit, I would turn down. Let's get on some nice descent. I think that's the runway in front of us, so we'll do touch and go. And be on our way back.
Leaving altitude.
Leaving altitude. Yeah, the voices are funny. So there's the notch we saw on the chart. There's the town. There's the lake. I don't. Oh, here's the other lake. Cool. All right, we need some more power. Speed check, flaps 1. Actually, let's get flaps. Speed check, flaps 2 and 3. I should have checked the speed beforehand, so we'll do that next time. Fuel pump on, landing light on, mixture slightly leaned. We keep 70 knots. That's a safe speed for the approach. Any turbulence shouldn't kill us in that case, or any wind gust. And we are having a very hefty descent speed and descent angle. I'm going out for a moment to see how it descends. It's 10 degrees down. I want to compare that to the Tecnam. The Tecnam should do that or more, because it has 2 milling probes which are creating a ton of drag. Glenorchy traffic, November 225 Victor X-ray, short final runway 32, touch and go, Glenorchy traffic. Actually looks really nice after the world update. Alright, I see the runway markers, so the runway is super wide here. We are in headwind, there are 2 towers there. There is this tree on the short final. I think we'll get rid of them after Sim Update 12 when this community is incinerated. We'll kick in throttle idle, round out, and we go in the flare here, pulling. Oh, this is so good. Full power. Oh, this is not great. Lift off. Laps up 1 notch. Alright, we're on the climb out. Just smear the trees. We need to accelerate this deadly speed. I should have stopped on the runway now, so we are too far for the takeoff. Laps up 1 notch. Alright, we are good. Keep 70. Oh, I think 70 on the climb out. I didn't bother to check my speeds again. That's the first sim freeze of the day. Don't worry about that. Reducing power 25. Laps up. Trimming back. Oh, I forgot the right rudder. It requires just a touch of the right rudder. That's pretty cool. Fuel pump off. Landing light off. Right, very good. And there's the glacier. Wonder how it's possible the glacier is coming here. It's only 1000 feet. Or maybe, no, it's not the glacier. It's just a valley and it's just snow. That's fine. Right, let's turn around and we are on our way back. And then we want to go over the mountain pass and go into another valley. Actually, let's check a steep turn here. Oh, actually not very easy to make. I absolutely love this plane. I just wish we had a twin that is as realistic as this, and it would be great. Let me see. Full left rudder. Actually kicking the rudder. Oh, that's a bit violent. Try the side slip. At full power. It's not great. Hey, it works. Cool. Let's get back up to 2500 and we'll be on our way back. Priority dunk is over there. We'll do touch and go at Queenstown and I'll show it where we're going next. And see, our fuel is not showing basically anything, although we probably used quite something of it already. I think nobody knows actually.
Altitude.
Oh, so it's telling us it's 500 to go. I'll just dial it down to 2500 so I have some reference. Alright. Dial. Alright, let's keep it at 2500. I think that's still in the green range, which is within the max continuous power. So the max continuous power goes here to 26, and then there is this small green range to 27, which is the max, well, max takeoff power. That's pretty nice. Oh, still need to go 500 feet. I actually messed this up. So cool. Okay, now what we'll do, we will go back here over Queenstown, follow this valley, check those two things, and try to go back. I think we'll try this pass on the way back. It shall be interesting. How high is that? 4,000 feet. I think the Cessna can do it. Most probably can. Alright, so far go good. I really enjoyed this plane. Remember, you have the channel points to use for any crazy stuff that you need. Like this. We are not thinking yet. Anyway, take your flotation device with you. You'll need it later, I hope. Maybe not. There you go, flying the slow plane. That's cool. I should be pressing the rudder all the time. Let me show you how much I need. I have this nice widget that's showing very precisely. I have it here. I got it from FlightSimTO. That's the one, input viewer. And I need about this much rudder. Fair enough. Let's believe it. Also, one thing I would like to have is that my gyro would be drifting. So normally, because the Earth is rotating, and Earth is rotating how much? 15 degrees per hour? I think that's the number. 15 times 24. This will be 15 times 4 is 60. And then times 6 is 360. Okay, so that much. So 15 degrees per hour, and you do... How much do you need to do? Cosine or sine of the latitude. Let me think. Alright, if you're on the pole, you're basically rotating with the Earth. So that will be max. If you're on the equator, it basically will not change. Will still always show the right value. So this will be the sine of the latitude. Hey, that's it. So if you are at, I don't know, 45, 50, it should be like 10 degrees per hour, give or take. You get the idea. Actually, you can probably check it. I know this thing, the auto search bar has a lot of features. Oh, now my controls are not working. Andrew Anhorn just raided. Welcome, welcome. Very nice to see you. Hello, raiders.
Angry One Horn raided.
Let me give this
with
shout
6
out.
viewers.
And I'll show you what we're doing. Viking Hammer 73, hey there, welcome, welcome. Alright, retired aircraft pilot, aircraft maintainer, now prof. Alright, I don't see anymore. That's very nice to see him. I didn't know about it before, so I'm very happy. I'll check out your stream next time. Welcome, welcome. We're flying the Cessna 172 from VATSIM. That's my first time flying this aircraft. It's pretty amazing. I had a hard time starting the engine, but I finally managed to do that. It's flying very well, looking very nice. We are in New Zealand, out of Queenstown. We just visited the airstrip there. I think it's called Glenorchy. My Twitch didn't bring me over, but now I'm here. Alright, I can repeat. Thank you for the ride. I gave you the shout out, and I'll check your stream when I have time. I actually haven't heard about it before, so that's very nice. And I read the description, sounds pretty cool. Yeah, the devil sim is very nice, and starting the engine is an absolute pain, as it should be. So I had a good time. Everyone was watching me trying to do that for 30 minutes. Also, the oil temperatures take good 5 to 10 minutes to get to the green band, which is exactly what I want. Yeah, starting those engines in your aircraft is a pain. The viewers didn't exactly understand what I mean to say our prayers before starting the engine. We just pray to make it start up, and then it will not die on us, probably, ever. That's why I love it. Yeah, it's great. I just need to get the working title GNS here. I had to check the manual to know that there is a secret click spot here. And also, Lukaila told us that this triggers the battery charger. Oh, we cannot do it when you're flying. That's well done. So, I'm not a fan of the secret click spots because I can never find them. Anyway, it's good. And the Cap 140 is working the way it should. The altitude capture is working the way it should. It's super nice. Yeah, it's dual purpose. Once I know it's okay, but finding this for the first time, I actually had to pull up the manual. I like to do it the Sudoku style. I just pop in here and try to figure it by doing. If I run into any trouble, I will try to understand what's wrong. If I can't, I'll just check the manual. If it doesn't help, I'll try to search it. So it is real nice. And the vaults are here, which is a weird spot. Yeah, it won't show up, not on a parking spot. Okay, I hope it will show up when we are on some small airfield, because that's often the problem. And I love the Cap 140. It's actually well done, like very well done. Oh, I got so used to just clicking Alt and turning it on. Now I need to remember I need to engage it first. And I think we can hit the altitude capture because we are so close. Alright, the VS a bit up, and it should capture it for us. There we go. It's alt capture, I think. And it has this altitude change by 20 feet. Definitely don't fall out flags or run too lean. I still need to learn about that. Rathole80, thank you for the follow. Very nice to see you. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Welcome, welcome. Nico with the... Meow. Meow. I was about to do that myself. Thank you, Nico. Rathole80, hope you're doing well. Yeah, pretty nice. I am very happy I got this plane and I'm finally flying it. Alright, let's turn to the left into the light. Oh, I'm not in the heading mode. Bear with me. I'm in the heading mode. I love this autopilot, it's so good. I wish the other planes had it just like that. It's exactly what it should be doing. Like, all those quirks are there. And I've been checking out this Tecnam from FSS recently, and it's having the Aztec autopilot, which I flew in the real world, and it's the basically, what's the game called? Yeah, it's basically the Mortal Kombat of the autopilots. You need to learn all your combos. Like, for example, to get the Alt arm, you need to hit VS, hold it, and then press Alt. It's strange. If you don't know that, yeah, good luck. I had an engine failure about 100 feet above runway because I skipped the engine run up her to take off. Wow, had to put her butt down. Thank goodness I had plenty runway. That's super cool. I would like to train those scenarios because in rollercraft, obviously, A, you cannot train that all too much. B, whenever something is wrong, like how do I know if the spark plugs are fault or whatnot. I just wish I had some indication of what's wrong in the engine. I think in the worst case you can just pull up the SimVars and this will tell us. But other than that, yeah, I would like to be able to know, just to train, like to see, okay, these are the fault spark plugs, this would happen, this is how to get them off. It is covered a bit in the theory, but no one goes too deep there, and to be honest, I never fully understand all of that. I know it's there, I know in general how it works, but I don't have the full understanding, so I would like to be able to do that. And in the real aircraft, you just cannot get all those values of what is going inside the engine. Here you should be able to. Alright, we're coming in. So there's Queenstown on the left. There's this mountain here on the right. I think this world update broke some things, like there are holes in the mountains. That's a bit strange. And the turbulence is kicking in because of the convection. Right, there is the mountain, there is the Queenstown. I think this is just water. Oh no, and there's my favorite photogrammetry, I think. Oh. Yeah, it looks like the Langoliers movie. Me and the Rotate Away do agree on that. Right, we're going at 2500, which is 100 RPM within the max continuous power. So the aircraft shouldn't be all too unhappy about that. And it's doing 100 knots. So that seems about right. It's pretty much difficult to get this aircraft into the yellow range. I have been flying 150 and 152. Never the 172, but I believe they are somewhat similar. Let's do the call. We are 5 miles out. Touch and go 05. Right. Queenstown traffic, November 225 Victor X-ray, 5 mile final, runway 05, touch and go. Queenstown traffic. It's getting better and better. And I'm remembering my calls. I think it's thanks to IC who has been bothering me last time about that. I like this turbulence, it's pretty nice. There's the runway. I can see those runway lights. This looks absolutely terrible. Why? Anyway. Oh, even if I zoom out, it's there. Like, this photogrammetry is hit or miss, unfortunately. Right, we can slow down a bit. It's Cessna, so don't worry about that all too much. Actually, let's go power idle, see what happens. Fuel pump on, now landing light on. Autopilot disconnect. It's slowing down a lot. I like it. Alright, speed check, flaps 1. Let's do flaps 1, touch and go. We need to trim down. And I again wish the gyro was actually. Alright, we're 3 less 5. Hey, actually did that. It might have been because of the flying. Alright, 050, actually 053, I think. Can't remember. Oh, we are super high. It flies super nice. It doesn't sink all of a sudden when you remove the power. It's pretty cool. Now we can do the side slip. Left rudder, right aileron. Trying to aim for the runway. I'm just looking where the aircraft is going. So here track IR is super helpful. And if you see, I have a habit of doing that. I'm not even thinking about doing that, and it's happening. Alright, we'll keep a bit longer in the flare. There's the hole in the mountain in front of us. Round out. It is dropping. Keep it not too low, not too high. Boom. 36. And second time. Alright, full power. Accelerate in shallow climb. 70. I didn't check my V-speeds. Climb out. I need the right rudder. That is cool. I'm still having difficulties to gauge my height above the runway and flare. I'll try to work on that. Alright, reduce the power to max continuous. 25 will do the job. Actually, let's keep it 26. Flaps up, trim back. Fuel pump off, landing lights off. Hey, so good, it worked. Alright, now we follow this valley in front of us. I'm not sure how high we need to go. I think 1500 will do the job. Time-wise, 2 hours. Alright, maybe we'll keep it a bit longer and just do everything. I remember this mountain on the RNF approach on the Airbus. You come from this valley and it's often triggering the GPS warning. So you might need to turn off the GPS. I'm not sure the real procedure is in that case. Does your operator tell you to turn off GPS because they know there is a mountain in front that will trigger it? Or how does that work? I'll reduce the power, 25. Try to be nice on our engine. So we can check this engine health. 100%. Great. Looks pretty peaceful, everything around here. I think they must have something with the scenery. See, there are those glitches all over there. Oh, actually it's photogrammetry. Oh. Strange thing. Let's go 3500, so I'll also increase it on the autopilot. Right, let's use the autopilot here for now. Autopilot on. Heading mode on. Vertical speed mode is on. Let's see how much we are doing. 700 feet per minute. Sounds okay. And altitude arm. I will, as my last trick, check the barrow. I think we covered all the options here on the cap, and that's really well done. I wish the analog series had that from the Black Square. Watch the speed. 70 knots. I think that's okay. I'll try to pull up our V speeds on the manual. Let's see what they look like. Oh, they even list all the LVARs. That's super nice. Alright. Should be leveling off. The autopilot is in the alt mode already. Should be leveling off. That's great. We'll keep 2500. Try to lean it to a bit higher and turn slightly to the right. We are aiming for this pass over there. This is great, I really like it. Also, I'll check if we have some VR and NDB. So the VR is 113.6. There's no NDB as far as I can tell. There is this one here, so we'll try to tune it in. 1136 and 386. 1136. Alright, this is working. Let's check the OBS. I think the needle is a bit too eager to move. Anyway, looks pretty much okay. We are not over VR, so I cannot check all these things that we had for in the analog series. Turn slightly to the right. Oh, look what we'll have to do. We just will go through this knee in the road, pass here, here, and go to Cromwell Race Course. Alfie Gamer is in the right place with H320 now. Where is he? Show me. Oops. I think so. Oh no. He's just getting the blackberries. I am pretty sure that's the case. So we need to squeeze in somewhere here and go to the left. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it looks like. Yeah, we just go to the left there. And there's another valley opening to the right where we do not go, I think. I was doing something. Already forgot. The NDB 386. Try to do that. Frequency 386. Also, if there's any... Oh. I think I press it. Oh, that's how it works. That's strange. You have like 3 knobs in one. So pressed in is the tens and depressed is the units. Flip it. No.
Queensland traffic, New Zealand 460, Mike enters backtrack, lines up from 905.
There's another traffic. This is where we go, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Right, let's go there. .386. How do I switch it? I actually don't know. Great. Real pilot. I turned too much there. Hey Vanessa, welcome. Very nice to see you. Yeah, or just rolling in for a shout out. There you go, our American friend, fellow commander pilot. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. We're flying the WC 172 in New Zealand. It's great. I love it. I took like 30 minutes to start the engine. I hope everyone had a laugh. And it takes like 5 to 10 minutes to warm up the hull, which is great and has a ton of all other nice things, so I really like it. We follow the river. I follow river. I'm now trying to figure out how to switch the frequency here. Still don't know. It's not this one. Doesn't seem to be this one. Oh, it's actually this one, but I have to do it twice. Alright, got it. It's 6 and it's working and it's wobbling. And I'm going into the mountain. Need to follow this river. Alright, that's pretty tight. Disengage the autopilot. Do the turn here. I had to pull before the turn to keep our altitude. Alright, the release, and we're getting close to Cromwell Racecourse. It should be just in front of us. It should be somewhere here. Alright, let's engage its autopilot again. Get it to heading mode. I turned the wrong thing. Great, we're sending like 110. Heading mode, VS mode is fine as long as... Alright, let's get it to altitude mode. Frequency. Yeah, thank you. I didn't read your message until I found it. You know what the problem was? I was in the other mode, like this timer, and then I had to go to frequency and click it again to switch. So that's what got me. Yeah, nicotine. I'm so lost here sometimes. Let's oops. Let's check this guy. Try again. Open airport runways 2709, 18 and 36. That's a lot of runways. We'll do 36. So we're actually let's do I know, we're too late anyway. I'll keep it open. And it's called Cromwell Racecourse. That's a weird name. If I can see it in the first place. Oh, it will actually be to our left. This exactly here. Alright, so we'll go for runway 336. Cromwell Racecourse traffic, November 227 Victor X-ray, joining overhead for final runway 36. Cromwell Racecourse traffic. Oh, usually one time does the job. It was 2 times because I was in this timer mode, so it normally does. But when I'm in the timer mode, I first have to click it once to get out of the timer mode, and then second time to actually do that. Hey, there's actually a race course here. Unbelievable. There's another there. What a place. That's a nice place for a race course. Alright, autopilot, disengage, throttle idle, drop mixture forward, slow down, fuel pump on, landing light on.
Leaving altitude.
What are our flaps V speeds? Hard to read there, I'll need to check in the manual. Flaps 1, 2, 3. I think it's the white range for the full flaps.
Queenstown traffic, New Zealand 460, Mike's climb through 8,500, tracking 10Q.
Racetracks are always close to the airport, maybe for the noise issue. I don't know. So we can do a sporty descent here. That's super cool. I like doing that, and some places in the sim they do struggle with that, and this one seems to be okay. See how much I can descend? Like 10 degrees down on the attitude indicator. That's what I want to see in the Technam. I think Technam will actually do more, because I think it will do 20 degrees because of the 2 windmilling props. My ears, what's happening? What happened? Oops. Oh, the ears. You know that I have zero problem with that in real life. And it's so strange when I hear people, I mean, I understand, it happens to me sometimes, like in ski lifts, but never ever happened on the aircraft. I don't know why. And there are techniques to get around that. One of them has a very, very strange name for what it is. Cromwell Racecourse, number 225 Victor X-ray, short final runway 36, touch and go, Cromwell racetrack traffic. I'm jealous. I'm sorry, Vanessa. I'll find the name. You won't believe what name is. Right, throttle idle. We're in the roundout. Get to the flare. I should be looking slightly to the left to judge my height. So I should be looking here. I need to start doing that. Right, rotation. Flaps 1 notch up. Accelerate 60. Flaps 1 notch up. 70. We can climb now. Let's keep 69. Don't look at this rate. I got lost here in the flare. Anyway, it's not that bad. Okay, think we're safe. Reducing power, 25. Flaps up, trimming back. I need to get a habit of trimming back as soon as I raise the flaps so it doesn't sink. And I think that's covered. Fuel pump off. Landing light off. I think my flows are way better than used to be. My area code. Yeah, I think everyone is too concerned about those landing rates. It doesn't matter all too much. As long as it's safe for the plane, it's fine. And also, interestingly enough, too smooth is unsafe for the plane because you can get the gear shimmy. Gear will basically start doing that. Not good, not great. You can kill the wheel. Alright, let me engage the autopilot so I do not get lost. Autopilot engaged. Let's get this heading back. Heading mode. We are in the VS mode. We'll keep this altitude, so armed altitude. Let's check our VS. Alright, I'll keep it 500 feet up so we do not stall this one. I'll try to Google the thing I was telling you about. Alright, one thing for the ears, when you're talking and move your mouth a lot, basically it will move this, I forgot what's the name, this canal, and it will help you. Also when you are chewing a gum, it will also help you for the same reason. And one more thing that you can do, let me try to Google that. Alright, it's called like that. Valsalva maneuver. I kid you not. That's what they do. I think this comes from the surname, so that's the reason. And what you do, you squeeze your nose and blow gently, like you have to feel it, so you do not kill your ears. And basically it will help to push the air through the canal. Just try to not to overdo it, so you do not kill your ears. But this should help you in a descent, I believe. Yeah. And also, the problem is usually on the descent, because this canal doesn't work very well in this way, but it works better in the other way. It can also happen for you on the climb, and then you need to sack the air in to get it equalized, because there is high pressure trapped and you need to lower it, so you need to sack, and when you're going down there is low pressure trapped inside and you need to increase it, so you need to blow. Yawning works 100% of the time, but obviously can yawn and come out. I can. No problem there. It doesn't help. I would say it helps 90% of the time. Basically, moving your jaw will help because it will trigger the canal and bump it so it can get the air unlocked, but this should help 99% of the time, unless you have some physical blockage, like you are having cold and there's no way to help you, and then you're in trouble. Now we know. Right, that's the thing that's causing trouble. It's called Eustachian tube, and it's basically equalizing the pressure here behind the eardrum. So there is the normal ambient pressure here, and there is whatever you have trapped inside on the other side of the eardrum, and this tube is going back to your mouth-ish. So it should equalize the pressure, but well, you see this canal is not great, so that's why it's having trouble. And then you can do the Valsalva maneuver and you're golden. Just not overdo it. If you manage to remember the name. I don't know. I think there's a prize. Oh, we skipped Cromwell. But bye bye Cromwell. So now we're inbound Wanaka. Wanaka sounds Hawaii. Very Hawaii. I don't know why. Alright, that's 1150 elevation. Longest runway is 4000 feet. That's what the 40 here is telling me. I click on it. Open airport. Runway is 1129. So we'll do 29. Alright, it's all taking a bit longer than I anticipated, and then we'll come back in this valley and land in Queenstown. Cool. I hope you're enjoying. I wish I had some way to train more of the scenarios with the engine thingies. I still feel I'm missing some bits to have more accurate measurements there. So let's check the ADF needle. Will it change when I'm in a bank? Autopilot disengage. Let's get in a bank. No, it's not changing. Actually, no, it's not. Autopilot engaged. Heading. Okay, we are on the climb, and we are in the alt capture. Okay. All good there. Also good idea when you're flying VFR, have some nearby VR tuned in and just keep it on the radar so that you know where you are. So when you have the from flag, it will tell you which direction you are from the station, so we are 070 from the station. But I think I like to have it in the to flag. So now we know the station is heading to 30 from us, so somewhere here. And you can visualize it here on the gyro. Alright, let's have a look. We're showing 050 and 050 here. So that hasn't drifted yet. Wanaka should be hiding there and those clouds. Also, another trick, if you have some random heading dialed in, the CDI will usually be to the side, and now you need to scroll it, right, to be on the 2, and there's a way to tell which way is the shortest to scroll. So now it's telling you whatever radial is selected, the 330, the station is to the left and from you. So when 330 is here, 330 is here, so the station is basically here. Let me try to think about that. No, that's the radial we have set in, and the station is to that. Right, to our left. So if you turn left, this should get us. Okay, but it switched the flag. And if you do right, it will not switch the flag and get us. I think that's the closest way to go. I'm still not sure how to do that. I never learned, but I know we can use those two. Just thinking. Alright, so if it's from you, pull to the opposite side than the CDI. And that's the shortest way. And if it's 2, you pull to the side that the flag is showing, and that should be the shortest one. I think that's how it works pretty much. I'm not sure. Maybe there's a better way to find out. Alright, the Wanaka should be coming in. Runway 29er. Let's have a look. There's Wanaka. Great. Autopilot disengage. Go to the left. And we are final like 5 miles. Give or take. Wanaka Tower, November 225 Victor X-ray, 5 miles final, runway 29er, touch and go, Wanaka traffic. I think I said Wanaka Tower, I'm so used to it having ATC. We'll go in a shallow descent and do super long final. I don't think there is any LS. I'll try to check. Nah, there isn't. I think we're pretty much on a 3-degree glide path, so I'll keep 5 times ground speed. Our ground speed is... Oh, it's not showing. Oh, it's showing 110, so we need like 500... No, yes, 500 speed per minute descent. Oh, that's about now. We'll do this high-speed approach. I'm basically on max continuous power, 25, so we still have 100 RPM leeway. And 110 knots on the descent. Amazing, such a speedy Cessna. Shall need to trim it down a bit more. Let's go 700 feet per minute. And our RPM is increasing because our manifold pressure is increasing because we are going down. So I'll be running this back to keep it at 2500 all the time. Alright, we are on a long final. I would guesstimate 3 or 5 miles. Fuel pump on, landing light on. Never check the speeds for the flaps. Just says 85 for the full. Doesn't say. Oh, and 110 for the first notch. Okay. I like when it's written down somewhere there. Now I need to descend way faster. I'll go on a very short final and then we'll try to slow down using the flaps. Oh, and there are just circular fields around here. That's interesting. All the towns are so small and then they have all the airfields, airports, whatnot. Must be a nice place to fly the GA. I heard people go here for holiday just to fly the GA. Must be very nice. Wanaka traffic, November 225 Victor X-ray, short final runway 29 or touch and go, Wanaka traffic. How close do we go? I would say just when those trees disappear under our engine cowling. The terrain is doing crazy thing. Throttle idle. Speed check flaps 1. Speed check flaps 2. Harvard, we are in danger. Speed check flaps full. Okay, that was a bit late, but that was pretty much okay. Round out, flare. I think we're still a bit high. There we go. Full power. Keeping in the air. Try not to slam it again, not lose the wheel. Accelerate, flaps 1 notch up. Second notch up. Accelerate to 70 knots. Ooh. Thank you, I like the sounds. 70 knots, climb out, trimming up. Look, I forgot the right rudder. Reduce power, 25. Flaps up, trimming back. Whoa, back. Fuel pump off, landing lights off. Hey, those flaps are looking way better than they used to. What's the fast approach? Yeah, I wanted to do high speed approach. Basically, that's what you do. Although I would normally slow down a bit earlier this terrain. I think Asobu pulled off some new technique for reusing these word updates, and it's not working great. No, that's new. Yeah, nothing to see here. I mean, the langoliers are real. rotates should see that. There's the lake. Immersion ruined. I need to check where I need to go actually. Hang on. Sorry that it's have the same level as the Canadian one. Lot of mismatching ground level around river. I see. It's not even that it was mismatching, it was flickering. That was super strange. Alright, so we are going here into this valley. You are not thinking. We are not thinking. Then, what are you thinking about? This should be Wanaka just in front of me. There's Wanaka. Wanaka sounds very Hawaiian. Not gonna lie. Actually, I really like doing that. And we're on lifetime, so that's interesting. Wanaka traffic, November 2 to 5 Victor X-ray departing to the west. Last call, Wanaka traffic. Okay, I think that's the valley just to the right. Yeah, that's the one. And does not do enough sinking. I mean it does, but just before touchdown. And yeah, you know the drill. Tanked it. Hey Sticky, welcome back. Very nice to see you. This plane is so good. Can recommend it. How's the flight going? Yeah, it's really nice. We went. I can show you. Diversion detected. No! So we took off from Queenstown, went all the way up here. See that? That was nice. Then we did one touch and go here. Actually, that was nice there. One more touch and go. And one more touch and go. And now we're trying to go back here in this valley. I really like it so far. Time-wise, it's okay-ish. The aircraft is great. I just took a long time to start it up. Anyway, it's going great. And I like the performance. Also, the flight model is very nice on this Cessna. Like, it's doing the thing it should be doing. That I have struggled with in other aircraft recently. We had two rides, I believe. One from Dryson, one from... Sorry, I forgot her name again. Angry One Horn. That's cool, but at least you got the plane started. Yeah. I'm not sure if you were when I was trying to start up. The first thing was the problem. I had my mixture in cutoff instead of lean. And the checklist called for lean, which I got confused with fully leaned, which is cutoff, like here. But it was supposed to be during the middle. Also, let's check the windmilling prop. Yeah, see, the windmilling prop is going... It should be going down more eagerly than on idle. I think it... I don't know if it is. Oh, we don't have the flaps. So it's... Throttle idle. We're best glide, give or take, and it's going like 9-8 degrees down. Right, mixture back in. Engine is running. There we go. Once it's running, it's great. Even if you do things like that, you probably will be able to restart it just like that. And it's still warm, so that's no problem there. Also, I remember the Bonanza and Tecnam. As soon as you kill the engine, the oil temperature will start dropping like crazy. Here this is not the case. I think it will stay warm. But the oil pressure is dropping. I don't think it should, also I'm not convinced. I need to read more about how the oil pressure is following the engine RPM. I'm actually not super sure about it. Oh, if you're wondering what's happening, I was just cleaning the engine with the mixture. Like for real. Also, part of the PPL is that simulated engine failure right after takeoff. I also had it on the exam. So what you'll do, you just took off, you're in climb out, and the examiner goes throttle idle, or instructor, and you have to arrest the speed and say, okay, we land straight ahead, maybe 20 degrees to the left. I will choose this field and basically land here. And it's like, okay, that's good. Oh, see, that's the problem that's happening with the scenery. And then we just have the power and continue. That's so strange. Oh, I might have the mesh as well from the paver one, so that might be working up the scenery. I don't know. I would actually like to do some off-field landing here, but now I'm scared. Also, I'm curious if you can stop the prop here. Let's try to do that. Fuel shut off now. Not the fuel shut off, so what is it? I'll try to slow down, basically to stall speed, see if we can stop the prop. Yeah, it stopped. Almost. Oh. Now I need my starter, I think. Yay, that was cool. I wouldn't do the scenery upline so close to the ground. Don't worry about it. Hearing glitches are crazy. Alright, I hope you're enjoying. If you want me to check something or try something, please let me know. I will gladly comply, as long as it's possible. Pro pilot. I have the happy bottle. Hey, I feel pretty confident flying this plane. Like, basically, all GM planes are very similar. That's the reason why I just got a single rating, class rating, at least in Europe. And basically, you should be able to read the manual, do a few flights with the instructor, and you're ready to go. I try to make a few flights with an instructor or someone who knows the plane. Just don't jump straight into a new plane.
Altitude.
Right. I'll dial this altitude. All let's put it to 0. Put it to 1000 so that we know when we're approaching ground. Other than that, we need to climb through this pass. It should be to our left? No, it's slightly bending left. I'll show you. So here's the valley, hard left. That's the one here. And our valley is just following and doing slight left turn. So that's there in the distance. And I think we need some like 4,000 feet to climb over it, give or take the altitude correction, but we're pretty much ESA. And good thing is that Flight Sim does implement the altitude correction with temperature. That's the reason why the VATSIM altitudes do not match up. Also, I should be putting the right leg at all time. I absolutely forgot to do that. And we can lean the engine. So let's try doing that. Oh, that's the peak there, and 50 below would be give or take. Alright, we just go full reach at this point because we are full power, almost full power, max continuous power. There's the valley. Okay. Oh, so I think the inside is dark because it's working like a camera. So when I'm inside, there's less light inside, so the things outside are basically white. When I look outside, the things inside are dark, and our eyes are a bit better at working with that. I mean, they do have the same effect as well anyway, but they're a bit better than the cameras. That's the reason why it's sometimes super dark during the day in cockpits. Babzek, thank you for the follow. Very nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying. We are on our last leg, so to say, to Queenstown. We're just going over this pass. I mean, I hope we are. So there are some clouds looming in, and what we have been doing so far is pretty much this. It's my first time flying this VATSIM Cessna 172. It's pretty cool. I need to go around those clouds somehow. They are not see-through clouds that we usually have. So we need to climb some more. Also, this climb rate is pretty believable. Right, I'll zoom in a bit. That's where we are. Should be able to cross at 4,000 feet, but there are those clouds there. I think we still don't see it. What else can we do? The plane doesn't like that. Shouldn't be doing it. I wonder what the stalls look like here. I don't want to reduce the power, so I'll try the power on stall. Pulling. Should stall around, well, slightly below 50 knots. I should be able to do the slow climb as well, so I'm trimming up. Alright, interesting. And now it should stall. Stall warning. And there we go. Alright, it does that. Sounds reasonable. I'm back, I'm awake, I fell asleep. Oh. Alright, so my lullaby skills are good. Welcome back, Outdoor Story. We're actually on a lurk. I'm checking. Alright, so that's the pass just in front of us. And the mountains behind are the valley we want to go in. So we'll go to the right. Yeah, so that's okay. Lullaby skills maximum. Pretty much. So what we are seeing, there's this pass right in front of us, and the wall of the mountains are those mountains here. So we'll just turn right there to Queenstown. Is the chill music. Yeah, I enjoy the chill music. I hope you like it too. Very relaxing for the evening. That is my idea. I need some relax as well, so that's why we do that. Right, I'll relax the power, 23. I I wish we had a carbureted engine here as well, so I could check the carb icing. Also, sim might not be super reliable on that one. Yeah, now the turbulence is pretty heavy. Do we have the DME? Let's find out. Oh, we don't. Nope, no DME. Right, now the VR. This is in 2 and to the right. So I think to the right will give me... It should be less than 90-degree turn. That's radial 240, well 245. Right now we're just passing here. We're totally almost VMC. I'm not sure if I have my icing effects on. Oh, we need to turn to the right. I almost got it the wrong way. Alright, let's get overhead. Try this radial. I want to track the radial in. Let's do that. Right. We are going IFR-ish. Wait. Welcome to my world. I still can see a bit in the corner, so I'll do like that. Yeah, now it's great. Right, we want to keep what? 2300 RPM. Let's keep this 4500, so let's descend a bit. I want to track the VR. The VR head, it should be 250 give or take, so let's collect this on our heading. And remember, normally there will be instructor looking out because we are VFR. But I think this plane is IFR certified. Alright, we still need to go slightly to the left. I'm not sure about our wind situation, so we'll try to figure out the wind correction. Actually, remember I was complaining that this whole thing is tilting when you're in a bank. It doesn't seem to be the case when you're zoomed in so much. That's great. I need to remember that. Right, we're on the radials. Let's correct slightly to the right. Radial 250. Right, now it's going to the right. We do not have the DME, so we cannot tell how far we are. We'll look for the VR to go crazy, and also for the flag to switch from to 2. From to yeah, great. Can you use GNX 430 for the DME? Which one is the GNX 430? Maybe I can. This one? It doesn't seem so. That looks like a no for me. We don't have the DME here. But there might be something I'm not aware of. Bear with me. Yeah, DME says how far you are in nautical miles. Oh, no. I switched my TV. Alright, never mind. Alright, it's back on. So sorry for that. I hope that's fine for you. We lost the heading a lot. And we are also very close, so that's probably fine. The VR or something I'm on the GPS for 30 and... Oh, it tells you the distance. Yes, but it's telling the distance based on the GPS, not the DME. But yes, you can do that. That's a fair point. Basically, DME is a device that uses radio to tell how far you are. It works like your DME instrument is sending a signal, and then it gets to the station a station does a small delay and sends the signal back. And you're doing this ping pong, and based on the timing, how long it takes for your radio signal to go to the station, wait for the delay and go back, it times the distance. It's more complicated than that, but basically this is how it works. So it's using the radio, and now you can, on the 430, I can dial in the VOR. I mean, I can do direct VOR, and it will tell me the distance, but it's using the GPS signal to tell that. So I hope that explains the difference. It will tell you, but it's using different sources. Okay, now we're overhead, so that pretty much worked. Oh, also it looks like it's not over the airport. Yeah, but we are there overhead anyway. It's great. Of the tray, so I hope it explained. You'll get similar result, but using different sensor. And the problem is, on the approach, you're supposed to use the DME. Like this, like when you're on the IFR approach and you are supposed to use the DME, then you should really use it. Because this is more for reference. And another reason is that this tells you horizontal distance to the VR, and the DME will show you the slant distance. Right, for my last trick, we can shut the whole thing down, and we can fly it. Queenstown traffic, November 225 Victor X-ray, overhead, and we'll do full stop landing runway 05 Queenstown traffic. Don't think there is anyone around. Oh, there actually is someone. Oh, I think they just departed. Right, so that's our dead engine. I'll stop the prop so it gives us less drag. I'm not sure if this is simulated or not. Let's try to do that. Will it stop? I think it just goes to this low RPM mode. It's not stopping, which is weird. Right, ignition to off. There's runway 05. And we are super high. I think we are 2,000 feet over the runway. Fail engine. Yeah, I failed myself. Okay, we can't stop the prop. That's okay. It's not a great glider, but it's a reasonable glider. Alright, I have the mixture out. I'll just put this shuttle valve in so I can start the engine quicker when I need to. Alright, and that's us. I think we're a bit high, so I'll do one S-turn here. Basically fly like figure eight on final approach.
Altitude.
So. And you should never ever turn your back to the runway. Also, you have to keep the speed. It's better to be too fast than to stall. Alright, that's enough of the S-turns. Do not drop the flaps unless you're sure you'll make the runway, and you basically use them only to slow down.
Wow.
Wow. Queenstown traffic, number 225 Victor X-ray, short final runway 05 Queenstown traffic. Here we go. Now we are sure we make it, so flaps 1, 2, 3. And you hardly ever need full flaps for that anyway. If you want to descend faster, basically. Get to ground effect. Slow it, slow it, slow it. There we go. Hit those brakes. Right, and try to vacate here. Not sure if it will work. Queenstown traffic, number 225 Victor X-ray, vacated runway 05 via Alpha 3, Queenstown traffic. Close. Thank you, Nikitin. This vacation was a bit off. I shouldn't have vacated. I should have vacated on the runway. Alright, mixture in.
Wow.
It was warm, so it started up no problem. Wow, yeah, that's basically it. It went well. It went way better than I expected. I also tried very high approach, so I can show you these S-turns. I think not many people on Twitch do that, and this is basically a life-saving technique. Because if you're not training this all too much, 100% you'll get too high or too low on your final approach. So if you're too high and you're in a very awkward spot, you might have trouble getting something nice out of it. So that's the way to land and not kill yourself. Right, we should also do the... Oh, we had all the lights off. So much equipment here, looks pretty nice. Right, let's actually park in front of this guy. Right, I think that's fine. Let's give it up. Alright, parking brake set. Also one more thing, see the volts, it's now telling us that the battery is discharging and we see the amps here in the negative. If I add some more power, the alternator will have enough power to provide it. Now the volts is off, but the amps are still in the negative. How much power do we need for the amps to be on the zero? That's how much we need. So that's 1000 RPM. And above that we are basically charging battery, so it will go up, the amps up for a bit, and then it will go back to zero once the battery is fully charged. This is so well done. Alright. Transponder off. Let's turn all the radios off, autopilot. As much off as I can get it. Get those Garmin's off. Avionics off, alternator off. Mixture cut off. I learned that today lean and cutoff is different things. Oh, we forgot the flaps. They're on battery, so they will go up. Close these guys. I have the state saving, so I should get everything nice. Let's get the trim to take off position so it doesn't kill me next time. Lights off. Is so cool. The state saving is demanding more on my end. Beacon off, strobe off, pitot heat off. Magnetos off. I often forget that. Also, if you have a starter relay, it's a good idea to get it popped out. Don't think we have. Right, battery off. And that's us. Pretty cool flight. I really enjoyed it. And the Cessna is great. I really like it. Oh, why are those two rotating together? No, disaster. They shouldn't be slaved together. They should be separate. This looks like this one is separate, but this one is pulling the two of them. Interesting. I think it shouldn't be like that, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright, it actually depends how this one works. I'm not sure. Maybe it's on the Jura. WB stands for what burritos, like the one working on the JPL 152. Yes, I think so. You might be right. I never knew it. That's what this stands for, but this is the same person. They are cooperating with the JPL on the 152. But to be honest, I do like payware. I like to pay for good work, and yeah, you know, it's different contract between us. I know the updates will maybe be coming. I know, that's just me. I like paying for this stuff. And the prop left in nice position. I like the game of guessing where it will stop. Also, it might be just hard-coded to do that here. Right. Oh. We can also do the things. Probably I need to start at the avionics to get it running. Looks, it goes through the test, and this test is then going well. It does the beep. That's the beep I'm missing on the Technam. Maybe it's on the avionics. Oh, it's because I switched it off. It's on avionics bus 2. Okay. Wheel chocks, hit a cover, tie downs. I think we are still too warm for the cold plugs, and it will take a long time to cool down. That is very well done. I love it. Actually, we can put them in. There's no problem with that. It'll just take more time to cool. This is great. My last question, do we have starter relay here? Maybe it just doesn't have the starter relay. Maybe it's just on the battery bus. Cabin lights, power flaps, instruments, avionics bus 1, bus 2, turn coordinator, instrument lights, altitude, I don't know. Warning, avionic fan, autopilot, Navcom 1, Navcom 2, ADF transponder, no starter relay. Right, fair enough. And the speeds here. So 110 for the first notch and then 85 for the second and third notch. I think the second notch is actually visible here. Cool. Super nice aircraft. It's pretty simple, but we can do IFR in it anyway. And I do enjoy flying an IFR in simple aircraft because I like it. It's a bit easier for me. It limits you what you can do, but then you have to be on top of your game. Just monitor everything, not get lost. So this is super nice. Right, let's disconnect from VATSIM. Oh, that was text pilot. Oh no. Disconnected. Cool. We find some nice spot. Cut this up. And I'll play the outro for you. And do the raid. If you see someone who can raid, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll just try to find myself. And we had Lukaila flying with us earlier. That was so nice. Alright, I think this looks good enough. I like it. Let me get my stuff up. Streamer's choice for raid. Okay. Chirps go in. Music goes out. Sim goes out. I need to mute myself, unlock my chair, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm back. Vex rock coming right up. Ah, actually, you are doing jazzy style. I have this thing. It's great. I really like it. The one I've been showing you then. It is quite expensive, but it's great. I mean, it's very simple, but it has something I have been secretly dreaming of. I can show you how it works. It's named Short Files. I actually got a nut on Instagram for that. So the first time I actually bought something. And the way you go, it says start here. Oh, basically you can choose the key by sliding this. So you can go to the A here, and then you have the main chords. So you start here. You can mix them. I think you should be able to see that pretty well. You can mix them. Then you can go up and mix those chords. But then when you go down, you have to go to the one indicated with the arrow. So that's the E. And you can also go down, mix those chords. And when you go back, you have to go to the one of the two, D or F. And that's one version. That's for the sad songs. I also got the version for cheerful songs. I also got the one for uke and piano. The intro was boss. Yeah, great. Thank you. And here on the other side, you have the chords. So you don't need to remember them. And basically, when I was playing all the stuff for you earlier, I was basically doing that, but it was way simpler. I remember those chords from the main scale, which they are. So this is like if you're in the C scale. Oh, this actually so the minor scale, the sad one, and the major scale are basically the same sound, just in different order. So normally you go C, D, F, G, A, P, but in the minor scale you just start from A, and this different context makes it sound sad. So we have A minor, C major, D minor, F major, E minor, G dominant 7, and B. How is it called? Let me say. It had a very strange name. Something flat 5, B7 flat 5, or just. I don't know. It's different on piano. I forget the actual name. I think it's B minor flat 5. No, in the normal scale it's B minor flat 5. Even on the piano, it's a different one. I can show you. You're ready for it. Yeah, it's B flat, but something. I'll play this for you another time. Yeah, so that's the chord. Normally the minor will be that, but that's minor, but the 5/5 is flat. Yeah, keyboard time. Now it's not connected. I'm planning to do that in future. Alright. No, not today, but I wanted to show you. So basically, making the chords on the piano is very easy because it has the scale embedded, so it's super easy. I'm pretty passionate about that, and I learned the music theory a bit better when I was playing the bass. And that's the reason why now I can make something reasonable on the bass, piano, guitar, or whatever, because I give or take understand how it works. All right. Oh, here's the drums I played for you. It'll take like 5 minutes, so you can stick out for the right. We will do definitely right someone. Probably not Chewy because he's here. And I'll be trying to use this paper thingy. I just get it super basic, but still it's fun. Oops. The weird noises or the guitar cable moving in the socket. Uh, my fingers are tired. I'll try to make it. Alright, I think it worked, give or take. What was the song I sang? It just were random noises I came up with, but you know, we have it clipped, so I can always recreate it if we need. Alright, I'll call this one a success. I think it's okay. Okay. Okay, let me see who's up, who we can write. The flight today was great. I'm actually loving the VATSIM Cessna 72, this startup shenanigans, full spark falling and whatnot. That seems great. I need to give it some more try. I like to actually try to follow the flags on purpose and see what happens and so on, so on. So there is more to come. The cab autopilot is very well implemented. That's something I was hoping for, and it's finally here. So there's one autopilot that works the way it should. That is great. And flies very nice. And descends like it should on idle and so on. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, I'm checking this up. Let's listen to the song for a while and I'll put you to the right. Peter Mooney. Right, so we'll be riding Peter Mooney. Next stream will be Thursday, 18 Zulu as usual. Remember that US and Europe are out of sync as far as daylight saving times go now. So I'm 1 hour off from you. Alright, the race is up. Nicotine, the automat doesn't like to see you. It's in. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for playing along, for being there, hang out. It's super cool. I really enjoy doing that. If you have any questions, always remember to let me know. You can join the Discord if you'll have any questions to me. I removed this phone number verification because it was causing trouble for people, so now it's there. Anyway, I'll go to the end scene. I'm still talking to you. Let's go to Peter Mooney. I'm not sure what he's doing today. Seems like flying. Fair enough. I'll see you on Thursday. It's a very nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.